looking, observing, yeah, but seeing. Because otherwise, when we're caught up in thoughts, we look, but we don't see. Because we're somewhere in some story, somewhere else, with some other people, with some other things. We're not here. And I noticed that during this fast, a lot of those thought patterns, or whatever you want to call them, were just cleared up. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. Thank you for being here. First off, I believe in you. I have faith in you. I know you can do it. I know you're already doing it. And I know you've already done it. It's out there. It's already a possibility, a probability even. I wanted to share a few things about the last maybe around 2 weeks. Right, so almost 2 weeks ago, I started eating only fruits because of some purging that I was going through, like in my body, like emotions, thoughts, etc. And I was eating only fruits. I just felt the urge, right? I just felt like it's right for me, and I started doing it. Yeah, I just trusted, started doing it. Felt good, did me good as well. It was very interesting. I had never prior to that done any sort of fruit diet or whatever. I mean, I had done fasting before that for like a few days, but that was it. Nothing too much, nothing too out there or wild. And this time I did this fruit diet for 7 days, only fruit. So you can imagine like oranges, mango, grapes, mandarins, apples, what else? Bananas, stuff like this, blueberries. Yeah, all the good stuff basically. I loved it. But at some point, I have to tell you, I was just sick of this. I just didn't want to see any fruit anymore. But it was not bad. It was something new for me. It was quite interesting. And after that, I felt like I'm quite ready to actually go for a water fast. And I thought to myself, well, why not? Yeah, I mean, I've been already on fruits for 7 days and water, obviously. Let's do it. So I chose to do it, and I started with the intention to do a 3-day water fast. Yeah, the most typical water fast in which you kind of reset your body, reset your digestive system and so on. Very good, very beneficial. It's very interesting as well. Very interesting experience, especially for people who have never done any fasting. I think that maybe at the beginning, one can start with 1-2 days, but maybe the second time or third time they do a fast, maybe they can go even to 3 days or even more if they want to, if they feel like this is good for them. Now, this time, I think this is the 3rd or 4th time I'm doing a fast in my life, but this time it felt different. Maybe it was because I was well prepared, meaning 7 days only water and fruits. But maybe it was also because of something else. I cannot tell you. But I felt very good, so I had the intention to go for 3 days. And I did. First day, I also started, let me tell you this, I also started with the intention that I am not going to lose any energy. This was one of my intentions at the very beginning, that I'm not going to lose any energy. Like, quite on the contrary to the mainstream narrative that we don't eat, we lose energy, we become weak, blah, blah, blah. I decided I'm not gonna. And guess what? Day number 1, very energetic, everything is good, a lot of thoughts about eating, obviously. I was even having dreams about food and going to places and stuff like this. But I guess this is quite normal, yeah, because this is such a habit, like such an addiction, yeah. Eating is such an addiction. Taste to different foods is such an addiction, but I guess we may talk about this in a different video, because this is a very interesting topic as well, how we've been actually programmed to eat and programmed to look for taste and programmed to look for many other things. I'm not saying taste is bad. I love food and I love very many different dishes and cuisines, but back to the topic. So day number 1, very good on energy. Perfect, you know, no problem. I'm drinking water, feeling good, reading, meditating. Day number 2, perfect. High on energy, no problem. Again, a lot of thoughts. However, a lot of thoughts, more thoughts than even on day 1 about food and eating. More thoughts and all sorts of cravings started coming up. But high on energy, I'm not feeling weak. Everything is perfect. Yeah, everything is just perfect. No problem. Day number 3, however, I wake up and I'm having this craving, you know, to have some breakfast, to have something to eat. Yeah, I'm checking with myself. I feel good. Yeah, I feel that I have enough energy, like everything is good when it comes to my energy levels. But towards like maybe the midday, end of the day, I started feeling like I have energy. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to stop doing anything and just lay or just meditate all day and breathe. I felt like I can do things, and I was going around walking my dog as well, going outside. But at the same time, I felt that if I want to do something quickly, I cannot do it very quickly. Almost as if I'm a little slow, like my body is a little slow, which was interesting to me. It was something new. I'd never experienced it before, but I felt slow, not low on energy, just slow. And then I decided, you know what? I actually feel quite well, and this fast is going really better than expected. I really enjoy it. I feel like my body is ready. I don't feel like cravings are overwhelming or anything like this. Let's do it. Let's go for as many days as I possibly can. Day number 4, feeling again high on energy. So 4 days, only water, no problem. High on energy, walking my dog, going outside, going to places, bringing some stuff to other places, to a service shop, bringing it back, no problem. Feeling good, feeling absolutely conscious, no dizziness whatsoever, unless I would stand up very quickly. I noticed this, that day number 3 and day number 4, when I would stand up very quickly, I would feel a little dizzy. Yeah, I'll feel a little dizzy, and I need 1-2 seconds in order to kind of come back to my senses. And then I would walk and everything would be normal. But I need to take this time, 1-2 seconds, because otherwise I feel a little dizzy and like fainty a little bit, almost as if not feeling like I'm gonna faint, but you know, this feeling of certain weakness, as if you have a specific like weakness in your legs. Now, having that said, whole day during day number 4, I was feeling very good. As I told you, I was also going out, no problem with energy. And then day number 5, it was amazing, no problem. I wake up, I'm full of energy. I again go out, I walk my dog, I run some errands around town, no problem whatsoever. I'm very conscious when I'm talking to people, very present in the moment as well. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that during those 5 days, I was meditating quite often, a few times per day, and my intention, I was determined to stay in the present moment, meaning to whatever I'm doing, to come back to now. And instead of being constantly lost in thought, to come back to now, look around, feel my body, look at the objects that are around me, just to bring myself back and kind of cut loose from stories that I'm in my mind. You know, certain states of mind, things I'm thinking about, you know, basically not being here in terms of physically being here, but mentally focused on some thoughts. And I noticed that this is a big thing, like a big thing. And I believe this might be a big thing for probably almost everybody, right? That we think we are here because we still see things around. We know where we are, more or less, what we're doing, but we are so caught up in constantly thinking about stuff. Even when we look around, instead of being present and just acknowledging what is around, which doesn't mean just looking like this and scanning everything. This is like this, this is like this. No, just being present. Just being present, recognizing with our awareness that we're here. Looking, observing, yeah, but seeing. Because otherwise, when we're caught up in thoughts, we look, but we don't see. Because we're somewhere in some story, somewhere else, with some other people, with some other things. We're not here. And I noticed that during this fast, a lot of those thought patterns, or whatever you want to call them, were just cleared up. I don't deny that I had a very strong intention to bring myself back here, but also a lot of it was kind of as if lifted. My body feeling very light, very pleasant. Yeah, I have to tell you that I lost some weight. Like, after all, meaning I did almost 2 weeks fruit diet, and after that 5 days fast, water fast, and I lost some weight. But other than that, I can only talk about great benefits. And I don't consider losing weight not beneficial, quite the opposite actually. but only benefits, guys. First of all, I was challenged by those cravings, and I was challenged by those thoughts about food and constantly thinking and craving food. It was very interesting, also bringing myself back to the present moment, because when those cravings arise, they come up as sensations in the body, feelings and thoughts in the mind, yeah? And bringing myself back was actually allowing me to see that I am not those cravings, that feeling this craving and thinking about it is not me. It's not me I am, but it's something that comes up. You can call it energy, you can call it emotion, you can call it whatever sensation, whatever you want. But essentially, this is not me. But because of very long identification with such sensations and thoughts and feelings that we've had in our lives, at least most of us, we start thinking that this is who we are and that we need to do something. Instead of from I'm here and I can observe this which is happening and decide just to focus on something else, we choose to focus on the craving or whatever sensation, emotion, thought pattern, you know, and say, this is who I am. And this is happening in my life, and I need to do this and this in order to solve it, blah, blah, blah. But essentially, this is not who we are. Those are just objects that can take our attention, and we can willingly give it to them or not. And they might be insisting, but we may choose otherwise. We might choose something else. And this is like a big thing, you know. This was a big revelation kind of in my life. It's not that I hadn't previously experienced it, but this time it was so clear and so somehow in my face that I just have to say that it is a revelation. It is something that I became even more aware of in my life, and that this is something of great value, like of really great value. And I really cherish it. I cherish this insight. I cherish this knowledge. And day 5 finished, and I decided, you know what? I feel great. I feel like I can actually do 7 days. And then I decided, you know what? Great. 5 days, perfect. I challenged myself. I did more than I thought that I can. It was amazing. It's a great, very valuable experience, also because of all those other things, finding the present moment, finding a lot of kindness in the present moment, that I can look around and appreciate everything that is around, think of other people with the intention to appreciate them for all the kindness that they've shown me in my life. All the kindness, be it by giving me money or serving me food at restaurants, or just thinking about me, giving me presents for my birthday, whatever it is. So much kindness. But this kindness we can find, I feel, only when we come back to the present moment, only when we focus, when we come back to ourselves and we really focus on that. Because otherwise we have all those thoughts about things not being enough, in constant lack. I'm earning money, but it's not enough. But actually, we can, in our everyday lives, stop, come back, and be like, wow, people have given me money in my life. People have done me good. People have been kind to me in all sorts of situations. And we do not care about their other intentions and motivations. We only focus on the kindness that we've directly experienced because of what they have done. And we can see so much kindness in the world. Suddenly everybody can be kind, or rather can be experienced as having been kind to us, which is absolutely amazing. And to be honest with you guys, I think this is one of the greatest benefits for me. Kindness, presence, focus, gaining clarity, and also body cleansing. It was amazing. For my body, I felt how everything got so light that at some point, I have to tell you that I was thinking that I'm really gonna go for 7 days. I was even thinking that since it was so easy to do 5 days, I'm gonna do 7, and then probably I'm gonna do 10. But I decided, okay, I have time. I can do it again. Yeah, now I know how it works better, meaning starting with fruits for at least a week. Worked amazing for me. I know how to do it. Next time I'm gonna do 7. Who knows, maybe next time I'm gonna start for 7, You know, I'm gonna intend to do 7 days, but I'm gonna actually do 10. So I want to encourage you, try out those things. Try out fasting, try out meditation. I'm pretty sure you have already. I'm pretty sure that some of you are already deep in meditation. But somehow my takeaway from this, I really want to share in order for it to have value also for you, and so that you can benefit as well. Deepening your practice, whatever it is, it might not be necessarily meditation focusing on your breath. It may be breathing, it may be dancing, it may be, I don't know, visualizing something or scripting, writing in your journal, whatever it is. I encourage you to go even deeper in your practice and to also see how you can do your practice, whatever it may be, in more presence. Being here, being now, being in and with what you're doing, not somewhere else and at the same time doing what you're doing. Because I know that I get lost quite often in this, meaning in this kind of thought pattern of thinking that I'm doing something, but actually I'm thinking about something else, and the power and intention that I'm putting in the thing that I'm doing is not as strong, is not as powerful anymore. So yeah, I hope that you have benefited from what I've shared. I wish that this will stand you in good stead in future. I hope that you found something for yourself. Thank you again for being here. I do appreciate it highly. Guys, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and see you in the next video. See you very soon. Stay brave, stay conscious, be yourself. Love you all. Ciao. See you soon.